All right, good evening, everyone. This is the February 24th, 2022 Green Bay Ethics Board. And the first item on our agenda is roll call. Lindsay, we don't need a voice or anything like that. We can just use the Zoom record as roll call.
Bill will do it one of two ways, either ask the individual board members to just say here, or he'll just note on the record who's here. But one way or the other, an actual record of who's here is necessary.
I think a video recording indicating that Cheryl, Aaron, and Janet are here is sufficient. And we do have a quorum. We have 2 recusals for this particular set of issues, but still a quorum given the number of people. Next item on the agenda, approval of the agenda for the February 24th, 2022 Ethics Board meeting. And we would need a motion.
We want to take these items together, or we need to do these separately, Lindsay?
So for purposes of approving the agenda, you can just approve it. And then when we actually get to regular business, you can move to take them up.
I'll motion to approve the agenda then.
Thanks.
I'll second it. And any additions, corrections, suggestions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And the motion carries. Is approval of the minutes for the February 10th, 2022 Ethics Board meeting. Those were in your agenda packets.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion.
I'll second.
We have a second from Janet. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And we are to agenda E, which is regular business. And I think, Cheryl, this is what you were asking. Do we need to do something to handle these simultaneously? Lindsay, any thoughts on like if we need a motion to suspend the rules like we did last time?
Yep, you'd need a motion to suspend the rules, which requires a 2/3 vote.
And that would allow us to deliberate on them at the same time and then come back and share our decision.
Yes, actually, yeah. So the motion would be to suspend the rules to take up items 1 through 3 together. And then after that, if that passes, then you would move to go into closed session. We could deliberate, yeah, just like you said.
Yeah, I'm willing to make the motion that we suspend the rules and consider items 1 through 3 under regular business simultaneously.
Second that.
Any discussion? Signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? The motion carries. So what we will do, we will go into closed session. We will, as you might recall from last time, we directed.
You first need a motion to go into closed session.
Oh, we need a motion to go into closed session.
Motion to go into closed session.
I'll second. Alder Gerlach has a question.
May I ask it?
I recognize you.
Okay,
Go for
thank
it.
you. I'm just wondering what's the closed session this time than last time you went into closed session? You went into
What's different?
closed session. Yeah, what are you going to do differently this time that you didn't do last time?
Actually can't answer that because we can't talk about what we did in closed session last time.
Okay.
Sorry, Elder. Okay, sorry. So the motion was to go.
We
into
have another
closed
question. I think we have another question from Alder Stevens.
session. Alder Stevens?
I think what Alder Gerlach is trying to ask is, are you going into session before you give us your judgment?
Yes.
Okay, and that will be done tonight.
Yes. The board-
That's,
The board will rule on the motion or on the issue of jurisdiction tonight after,
so you're going in closed session to talk about that, then you're gonna come back. Okay,
correct.
that's what she was trying to get at. So,
Gotcha.
okay, thank
Sorry,
you.
sorry for the confusion.
Sure.
Do we have a motion in a second?
I had you making the motion, right?
Yep.
Who, or
To go-
wait,
to go-
Cheryl made the motion. I apologize. All right, who made the motion and who seconded? I apologize, everyone.
I think I made the motion, maybe Janet seconded it.
Okay,
That works.
That works.
all right, so before you can vote on it, you need to read the language. And
The language.
Cheryl made the motion, so Cheryl, can you read it or do you want someone else to read it?
Actually, Aaron, would you mind reading it? I don't
Yes, I
have
can
my
read it.
with me right now.
Yep. I should have this memorized, given how many times I've heard it over the past couple of years, but I still have to pull it up. The board may convene in closed session pursuant to section 19.85 sub 1 sub A of Wisconsin statutes for the purpose of deliberating concerning which was the subject of any judicial or quasi-judicial trial or hearing before that governmental body. The board will therefore reconvene in open session pursuant to section 19.85 sub 2 of Wisconsin statutes to take action on discussed in closed session, if appropriate, and to consider the remainder of the agenda. And so now we need to vote on it, Lindsay.
Mhm.
Okay, and I guess we could have discussion if people want to discuss anything. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Lindsay, will you help us get to the breakout room?
I sure will. So I'm going to move everybody except the alders and the attorneys into the waiting room. And we'll bring you back when we're done with closed session or when the board is done with closed session. Now,
Make a motion to go back into open session.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And any opposed? And the motion carries. So we are back in open session. What I'm going to do is turn my video off and then read you our decision so that you're not watching me follow the text on the screen as I'm reading it right in front of my camera. And then we will go from there and finish out the rest of the agenda. So I'll read our decision and yeah, just give me 1 second to get situated here. Lindsay, do I need to read the stuff at the top, like the who's involved in the ethics complaint, or can I just skip
Sure.
that? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so this is ethics complaint, Brenda Staudenmeyer versus Mayor Gedrick, Alders Burnett, Scannell, Stevens, Galvin, Gerlach, and Dorf, and I will read some other sections on how these apply to all of the complaints since we handled them simultaneously. So findings of fact, conclusions of law. This matter came before the Ethics Board for a public hearing on December 14th, 2021. The board raised questions about its jurisdiction to hear the complaint, and the matter was continued to February 10th, 2022 to allow the parties an opportunity to brief the jurisdiction issue. Findings of fact. Number one, this matter was heard by the Ethics Board at the meeting that was first available after the complaint was filed. Number two, the parties were provided an opportunity to submit written documentation in support of their positions concerning the board's jurisdiction. Number three, complainant Brenda Staudenmeyer and respondents Dorf, Gerlach, Galvin, Stevens, and Scannell submitted briefs in support of their positions. Number four, at the Common Council meeting on December 1st, 2020, Alder Randy Scannell moved to approve item number 6 from the Protection and Police Committee report, quote, to receive and place on file the request by Alder Galvin filed on behalf of constituent Brenda Staudenmeyer that the city can consider taking fluoride out of the treatment process for city water. The motion was seconded. Number five, subsequently, a motion was made and seconded to open the floor to the public for discussion. The motion failed 6 votes to 6 votes. Mayor Gedrick did not cast a vote on the motion to open the floor. The respondents are the 6 alders who voted no. The jurisdiction of the ethics board, number 6, the jurisdiction of the ethics board is limited to enforcing the ethics provisions of the Green Bay Municipal Code and quote, conducting hearings regarding complaints filed in conformance with the code of conduct for elected officials as adopted by the Common Council and as amended from time to time. Number 7, section 4A of the Code of Conduct for elected officials of the city of Green Bay, entitled Be Welcoming to Speakers and Treat Them with Care and Respect, states, for many citizens, speaking in front of the council is a new and difficult experience. Under such circumstances, many are nervous. Council members are expected to treat citizens with care and respect during public hearings. Council members should commit full attention to the speakers or any materials relevant to the topic at hand. Comments and non-verbal expressions should be appropriate, respectful, and professional. Number 8, section 4B of the Code of Conduct for elected officials of the city of Green Bay is entitled Be Fair and Equitable in Allocating Public Hearing Time to Individual Speakers, states the mayor will determine and announce time limits on speakers at the start of the public hearing process. Generally, each speaker will be allocated 5 minutes, with applicants and appellants or their designated representative allowed more time. If many speakers are anticipated, the mayor may shorten the time limit and or ask speakers to limit themselves to new information and points of view not already covered by the previous speakers. Each speaker may only speak once during the public hearing unless the council requests additional clarification later in the process. After the close of the public hearing, no additional public testimony will be accepted unless the council reopens the public hearing for a limited and specific purpose. Number 9, the rules of council procedure in the Green Bay Municipal Code govern the rights of others to address the council. Quote, no person other than a member shall address the council unless the rules are suspended, except under the order of business for that purpose. Number 10, under Wisconsin open meetings laws, members of the public have a right to attend and observe proceedings of bodies such as Common Council. However, the law does not require the body to allow the public to speak. Number 11, unless there is a specifically requiring a public hearing on a particular matter, a governmental body is free to determine for itself whether and to what extent it will allow citizen participation at its meetings. Number 12, there was no applicable statute requiring a public hearing on the fluoride matter, and the matter was not as noticed as a public hearing on the agenda. Our conclusions of law. Number 1, the ethics complaint is properly before the ethics board pursuant to section 2-238 of the Green Bay Municipal Code. Number 2, a hearing on this matter was timely conducted in accordance with section 8 of the Code of Conduct for elected officials of the city of Green Bay. Number 3, neither the Wisconsin Opens Meeting Law nor the Green Bay Municipal Code require the Common Council to open the floor for public participation in circumstances such as those surrounding the fluoride issue at the December 1st, 2020 City Council meeting or Common Council meeting. Number 4, both sections of the Code of Conduct cited by the complainant, sections 4A and 4B, relate to elected official conduct towards speakers. Number 5, because the council did not permit public participation on the fluoride item, neither complainant nor anyone else wanting to be heard on that topic was a speaker, as the term is used in the Code of Conduct for elected officials. Number 6, given that the members of the public were not speakers under the Code of Conduct, complainant has not alleged a violation of sections 4A and 4B of the Code of Conduct nor any other provision within the Ethics Board jurisdiction under 2-238 of Green Bay Municipal Code. Number 7, the Ethics Board does not have jurisdiction to consider this matter further, and it is hereby dismissed. And so what we would need, now that I've read that into the record, is a motion to approve.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion, second, and any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. And so I will now read 2 sections, since I don't want to read those. Probably don't need to read those all over again. The findings of fact and conclusions of law regarding the complaint of Keith Decker are identical to those read for item 1 of this agenda, except that paragraph 3 is altered to reference complainant Keith Decker instead of complainant Brenda Staudenmeyer. All the text will be identical except for that portion. I guess we need a motion to approve.
I'll move to approve.
Motion.
I'll
from
second.
Janet, second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And the last item, item number 3, the findings of facts, the findings of fact and conclusions of law regarding the complainant Lacey Kuehl are identical to those read in for item 1 of this agenda, except that paragraph 3 is altered to reference complainant Lacey Kuehl instead of complainant Brenda Staudenmeyer. Again, we need a motion.
I'll move to approve.
Motion from Janet, second from Cheryl. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So what will happen is a copy of those will be sent to the city council. Complainants will also get copies for their records. Do we send copies to those named as well, Lindsay? Yep. So all the alders and Mayor Genrich will receive copies as well. And I think we have one more agenda item. Am I missing anything, Lindsay, besides adjournment?
The only other thing on there was scheduling further proceedings, and that was only if necessary. So adjournment is all there is.
Adjournment is all there is. We need a motion and a second. I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, the motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Lindsay, for your help.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.